Hello, this is Greg Berzinsky for Beardbrand Alliance, and I'm here on this autumn day, and I'm ready to go for a run. This is my challenge by Eric to do a time trial at the beginning of the month and the end of the month as the challenge. Getting me to do cardio. That's a challenge. Here we go. So what decided to do was a running challenge. Eric originally challenged me to do a rowing challenge, and in my case it would have been on an ergometer, which may happen this winter. I actually am pretty faithful in the gym, going anywhere between 4 or 5 times a week at the gym, but I'm typically lifting weights, and I'm not doing cardiovascular, to my doctor's chagrin. I need to be doing more cardiovascular. I watch my diet and I get some amount of cardiovascular exercise when I'm lifting weights, but obviously not the amount that a doctor would want you to get, that 20 to 30 minutes of keeping your heartbeat up, in my case, about 135 beats per minute. Anyhow, so we're doing a running challenge this month. I'm, as I said, a very casual runner. I will go maybe a dozen times over the course of a summer. But this was to do a challenge that might be anywhere up to 12 times. Now, in retrospect, I think that was ambitious. It's getting pretty dark, and by the time I come home from work, it's already dark outside, and the last thing I want to do is actually go out for a run. Same thing in the morning. So it left the weekends to fit in 3 runs. That wasn't going to happen. So pretty much immediately, I knew it was not going to be more than 8 runs. And given the timing and given scheduling, I was able to accomplish 7 runs in the course of a month. Remarkable? No. Remarkable for a guy who doesn't run consistently? Yes. And actually a good place for me to start. And so let's see how I did. Here it is, run number 2, and I hope it goes better than run number 1. I was almost 11-minute mile off from my best times of like 8 minutes and 53 seconds. Let's see that here. Just really bad. But hopefully we'll get better by the end of the month, and maybe we'll get back to in the 8s, which would be my goal. I'm okay casually running at a 10-minute mile. But for time trial stuff, I'd like to get closer to 8.5. So we'll see how that goes. Do you know who this t-shirt is? Ding! Children's Hospital, Philadelphia. So I just finished my second run, and I actually trimmed off a minute from my time. So I think it's 9.59 minutes per mile. Which was previously almost 11. So just in one run. I don't know if it's pretty much the same path. I don't know why I trimmed off that much, or does conditioning work? We'll see with run number 3. Okay guys, here we are with run number 3. See if I can do any better than yesterday. I have to admit, I'm not feeling it today. Pretty tired, and maybe I should improve my attitude before I do this. But here we go. Let's go for a run. Okay guys, that is the end of run number 3, and I actually did it in the same time as run number 2, which is actually surprising and not so surprising. Surprising because I started off thinking I wasn't going to do as well, and I matched it. And in reality, I got a couple of stoplights, and I had a little mishap with the camera, so I probably cut some time off, and so it was actually probably better, but no record of that. So we'll go back tomorrow or the next time I run and see if I can improve on 9 minutes and 58 seconds per mile. So I'm actually feeling a little better about the whole process. Okay, number 4 for my run. I actually did not have my phone or my camera. So it was very spontaneous, and I ran basically for 30 minutes. So guessing where I was in the time trial would have been about a 3.1 mile or a 5K. So we're just going to say that it's basically fitting in between run number 3 and run number 5. Sorry I don't have any record of that, but you're going to have to trust me.
Hey, it's run number 5. I'm not going out there. It's a weekend. I got up early, but it's dark outside. I'm not doing this just quite yet.
Run number 5, the sun came up. It actually popped up really fast, like within 20 minutes. It was bright out. So run number 5, I am not in the city. We are in northeastern Pennsylvania at the foothills of the Endless Mountains, and I'll show you a little the beauty along the Susquehanna River. So this is the mighty Susquehanna River. It starts in upstate New York, runs through Pennsylvania into Maryland, and dumps into the Chesapeake. 8 years ago, this river, which sets at about 10 feet right now, looking very calm, rose to 40 feet and up to the house. Anyhow, different path than I've been taking. I've been running roughly the same running the same path through the University of Pennsylvania, through Drexel's campus. Trying to keep it consistent, but need to get a couple of runs in this location. So we're going to do that, and hopefully my time will increase because I think it'll generally be flatter, but it's cold outside. It's only 40 degrees Fahrenheit. So let's see how this goes. So as I said before, the water came up to the house there. A terrible time in my life. We all have those times. Coincided with my mother getting breast cancer and my dad having a heart attack. Was kids starting high school. One of the most trying times of my wife and I's life, and yet God was good and we made it through. Anyhow, God made me through. God enabled me to make it through this run. I'm a little more awake. I actually trimmed off over a minute, I think 11 seconds on each mile. So a total of probably 36 seconds. We'll put the times up here. So it's getting easier. Could it be the time of the day? Could it be a more flat course? Could be all of those things. Was it any easier for me? No. Do I enjoy running anymore? No. But we'll be back for run number 6 real soon. Here we are with run number 6, and I'm going to trim my beard. It's not going to fit in the camera. Anyhow, it is a late afternoon, and I'm going to try to get this in. It's been a party weekend, and I'm not really a partier, but lots of travel for my birthday on Friday and my sister's 60th birthday yesterday. So lots and lots of time in the car, which can be exhausting, but we'll see how we do with run number 6. So that is run number 6. I'm actually stopping at 2 miles in just under 20 minutes. I'll put the time up on the screen. The reason I'm stopping is I have new shoes on and it's wet and I'm slipping. So I don't want to continue running. I'm on pace with where I have been, so that's pretty good considering that I thought once again that I'd be tired. We'll see how I do with run number 7, and hopefully it'll be dry. Good morning. It's not only early, it's about 6:30. It's also
very cold coming from Miami.
my friend John, and we are friends from the gym, and he's a very avid runner, and we are going to run at St. Joseph's Track, which is located on the border of the city and the suburbs in Philadelphia. This is run number 7. We'll see how this goes. Different conditions with temperature, different conditions with the track, and different conditions running with someone. So let's see how it goes.
Greg's going for a personal best today. Let's get it.
Twilight sunlight is coming up, and this guy is beating me up. So that's it. I was able to accomplish 7 runs over the course of the month of October. Pretty good for me. And as you can actually see, from my beginning time to my end time, I was able to shave off a considerable amount of time on a mile and on a 5K. So running a 5K is pretty much a 30-minute run, which would be what a doctor would recommend for cardiovascular activity. So it's actually a good marker, a 5K, in order to get that cardiovascular that your heart needs. So will I continue this? And you know, I said it multiple times during those clips. I hate running. I hate running. Am I going to do this? I hate running. Is this getting easier? No, I hate running. I stand here now thinking, maybe I could do it some more. What actually helped was my last run number 7 with my friend John Pressman. Having him pace me, set the pace, and push me actually helped significantly. So I think what we're going to try to do over the next month or so before it gets really cold in Philadelphia is to actually do some more running. And I think with his encouragement, I might be able to actually get hopefully 8 runs in, hopefully 4 with him and 4 on my own. But we'll see how it goes. Somewhat encouraged. Do I like running? No. Do I like running with someone? Yes. So there's certain activities that are very solitary. I actually swim alone. You know, I can actually be on a kayak, do that alone. I like lifting weights alone. Certain things you can do alone. For me, running is a solitary sport, but for me, it benefits by having a running partner. And I think that's the key. And that's what I actually learned from this. I learned that actually through consistency over the course of the month, I could shave off time. It did get somewhat easier. And I learned that I probably might tolerate running if I had a running partner. So comment below and tell us if you have a cardiovascular activity that you prefer, and if you're able to do that 8 to 12 times a month as recommended by your doctor. Looking forward to reading your comments, and until we meet again.
Stop. Before you watch the next video, let me tell you, you are worth it. And what do I mean by that? I mean that you deserve to invest in yourself. You deserve to pamper yourself. You deserve to take care of your skin, your hair, your beard, and Beardbrand has your back with products, not just for your hair, your beard, and your skin, but also for your mind.